Chelsy Davy and Prince Harry a match like Prince William and Kate Middleton before split. Chelsy Davy and Prince Harry were a match like Prince William and Kate Middleton before they broke off their relationship, a royal insider claimed. Harry's life remains firmly in the spotlight, after he and wife Meghan Markle rocked the royal family by aiming a series of allegations at the firm during their Oprah Winfrey interview. They claimed to have had issues with the royals over race and mental health, allegations Buckingham Palace said it would look to investigate. Despite the many supposed problems they have faced, the couple have continued to lead their financially independent life away from the royal family since quitting their senior duties last year. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been together since 2016, marrying 2 years later, and welcoming young Archie to the world in 2019. During their interview last month, the Sussexes also announced they are expecting a second child, a girl, to join their growing family in the U.S. But before Meghan and Harry's whirlwind romance took them from London to Los Angeles, Harry had a series of other relationships, including with Chelsy, who experts thought would eventually end up being Harry's wife. Speaking on Amazon Prime's William and Kate in the Future documentary, astrologer Penny Thornton, who worked with Princess Diana, said Harry and Chelsy appeared to be a magical fit for one another. They dated off and on from 2004, with the relationship eventually breaking down 7 years later. The couple remained close, with Zimbabwean-born Chelsy even attending Harry and Meghan's nuptials 3 years ago. But while they were together, their bond captured the imagination of the public, who felt Harry had finally found a woman he could settle down with. Thornton said, "Astrologically, they are a perfect match, a match like Kate and William, and it's hard for me to see how he will replace her, Chelsy, with anyone else. I think it's a strong bond and we'll have to wait and see what happens." This assessment was also noted by royal author Richard Kay, who described their relationship as a real love match. He described the great passion between the two of them when they're together, and added, "The tension is visible, there's electricity, there's sparks flying everywhere. You can tell though they have a very volatile relationship, tremendous shouting matches, screaming rows, but then they get back together again. I would say that of all the royal romances currently going on, theirs was the real true thing, it's the real deal. And I suspect unless something catastrophic happens, they will marry. But it'll be a very tempestuous marriage." The pair's relationship broke down after Chelsy struggled to cope with the clamor that surrounded someone dating a prince. Angela Levin noted that Chelsy realized she had made the correct choice after attending William and Kate's wedding 10 years ago. In her 2018 biography Harry, Conversations with the Prince, Ms. Levin wrote, "A friend revealed that seeing the enormity and pomp of the day convinced Chelsy that she and Harry had been right to separate. Although they had a lot in common, she saw clearly that because they came from such different worlds it could never have worked, especially as she valued her privacy and guarded it so carefully." Harry would then date Cressida Benez until 2014, but again the intricacies of dating a member of the world's most famous family again took its toll. But when Meghan burst onto the scene, royal commentator Ashley Pearson detailed how her humanitarian work and profile matched exactly what Harry was after. She told the 2020 Amazon Prime documentary Meghan Markle, Changing Traditions, Prince Harry had dated, well, a string really, of beautiful English socialites. They tended to be blonde, and willowy, very great backgrounds of wealthy families, who went to the right schools. However, what Meghan brought to the equation was a lot of humanitarian work that Harry's ex-girlfriends just couldn't even touch with a 10-foot pole. Meghan had actually worked for the UN. She'd gone on missions and trips to support women and children in the developing world. Meghan had been a global humanitarian long before she met Prince Harry. And I think as Harry was very close to stepping into his full role as a member of the royal family, the possibility of meeting someone who was equally passionate and engaged about changing the world and helping other people was extremely attractive to Harry. When they get back together again, I would say that of all the royal romances currently going on, theirs was the real true thing, it's the real deal. And I suspect that unless something catastrophic happens, beautiful English socialites. They tended to be blonde, and willowy, very great backgrounds of wealthy families, who went to the right schools. However, what Meghan brought to the equation was a lot of humanitarian work that Harry's ex-girlfriends just couldn't even touch with a 10-foot pole. Meghan had actually worked for the UN, she'd gone on missions and trips to support women and children in the developing world. Meghan had been a global humanitarian long before she met Prince Harry. And I think as Harry was very close to stepping into his full role as a member of the royal family, the possibility of meeting someone who was equally passionate and engaged about changing the world and helping other people was extremely attractive to Harry.